everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do my latch hook kit again. So in case you are not familiar with the kit I am working on this kit, and there is here on my canvas. So I'm about this point now. In the next row I will be working on, I'll be at the halfway point, so we're getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah, I'm sorry for the maybe annoying angle I'm working on today. I have been working in my basement the past weekend, and yeah, we are like trying to sort everything out and have it cleaned and well, not cleaned, but like have everything stored away properly instead of like laying around like basically everywhere. It's basically like a little bit of a dump site. So yeah, I basically built in my tripod. So normally I would have used my other tripod and sit at my living room table, dining room table. But yeah, this tripod can't reach over as much as the other one can. So I thought like, you know what, I'll just be doing it like this. So yeah, I'm sorry if the angle is really bad and annoying and everything, but yeah, can't help it this time, sorry. But yeah, so I'm not sure entirely how long this video will be because sitting here latch hooking is most of the times not too comfortable. But yeah, you will know if I still am rambling on for like an hour or if I'm done at half an hour. So yeah, for you to know, for me to question. I also heard my washing machine. I was thinking like, what was the name again? Oh, come on. Is this not going great so far? I don't know why, but I keep getting stuck on other threads. So it's kind of annoying. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Normally they go apart pretty easily, but this time not. Okay, what color did I need? There, it's the first row. Last one before that, it is... yeah, I think that one. So, that one. I have already put like every thread out I need for like this square I'm working on and the next one. So hopefully I haven't fudged up too terribly much at least. But yeah, I will be finishing this row and then quickly going to the laundry, or at least putting it on centrifuge. And then after 10 minutes, I quickly go and put everything like there where it belongs, either on hangers upstairs or in the dryer. Because, yeah, sadly, that's the never-ending story, adult version. Laundry, housekeeping, and all the fun other adulting stuff. So, yeah, that needs to be done as well. So, I'm quickly going to pause you here. Also directly put some threads here so I can work easier. And then I will be right back. So, give me a few seconds. Okay, and I am back. So, we're for the next few minutes. But yeah, I don't know if I even said it, but yeah, we're going to do a WIP and Chat this week. Yeah, I'm so flustered. Let's be honest, this week has been quite a week. It had some ups, it had some downs, it had some annoyances, it had some fun. It has been all over the place this week. So yeah, let's get into that. I hope you all had a fantastic week. And if you had some bad things happen, that they weren't too terribly bad. If so, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hear some noise, but I can't tell you what it is. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, so as basically per usual, I'm filming this on a Tuesday morning. So the lighting will probably be all over the place because, yeah, it's January in the Netherlands. And yeah, right as I say it, like a little bit of sunshine we had is already disappearing again. Yeah. So I hope it is light enough, but I think that most of you don't even watch it, or at least not entirely. Just like I always treat a WIP and Chat just like background noise. But yeah, so where did we leave off last week? I do know I had a couple of things that I needed to update you on. So first off, how did the swimming lesson go of our daughter, since that was the first thing that happened? Because, oh yeah, that was on Tuesday. Well, so she had her swimming lesson. She was very excited to show off that she jumped in the pool at the end of the swimming lesson. Yeah, she jumped in the pool like a centimeter to the side of the pool. She jumped in, which nearly gave me, like, for the 20th time, a heart attack that she would fall, like, with her face on the side of the pool or anything. She also did it, like, in a really, 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 really shallow end, like where the stairs are, like literally jumping down onto the stairs, where I was also being like, are you flipping kidding me, girl? You will, like, break your ankle or something if you keep going like this. The teacher told me, like, before the lesson started, like, hey, I will be calling you to let know how everything goes. So please leave your phone number, like, at the front desk. So I was like, okay, we're doing that. She was with the group now all in, like, the kiddie pool, basically. They are still at, like, a decent depth, but yeah, it's the, like, shallow pool of the two, because they also have one of the big pools. But yeah, I got a call on Thursday saying that, like, it wasn't that he didn't want her to continue swimming, but he was like, especially also with it, like, being almost like €10 per week. He was like, I know the swimming lessons aren't cheap, and she doesn't want to swim on her back. She doesn't want to jump in the pool unless it's like 10 centimeters deep, which doesn't help her at all. So it was like, I'm not entirely sure if it's beneficial for her to continue. He was constantly saying, like, it's not that I don't want her. She's welcome. She can keep coming if you want to. But again, I don't know if it is smart. Because, yeah, also, like, she is in a group with other kids. She doesn't need to hold them back. We don't want that. So, yeah. It's the downside, like, she really does like to swim, but she is afraid of basically her own shadow. She has the fear that she isn't getting up when she jumps in the water, that she doesn't come above water. She like still knows that the swimming teachers and everybody is there to help her if it really something would happen. But at the same time, like, her brain is like, nope, not going to do it. So she's also like basically struggling with herself about this. So that doesn't make it easier. But we already knew, like, in the beginning, like with her NLD, that there was a possibility that she needs to go to, like, a more specialized swimming group where they have more experience with kids on the spectrum, let's call it like that. I really do need to call, because on Friday I didn't get around to it because my son was at home as well on Friday morning. And yeah, yesterday I have had a lot to do and I forgot it on the points where I had time. So hopefully when I am done filming this, I will be able to directly go and call them. We have been looking on the website, like if we can find something like what their like waiting times are, and if they have like specific groups or anything, and like what the group sizes are. But there is no information. Like they have 2 like swimming pools from that organization. One is like a next town over. There it also only said like people with a handicap. But in the other location they have like, that's like half an hour drive or something. They said that they also had like swimming lessons for kids / people on like the spectrum, or like, I believe they specifically said like autism spectrum, but let's be honest, a lot of like neurodivergent stuff, let's call it like that, has overlap with autism, because yeah, our daughter's issues as well. She has overlap with autism, she has overlap with ADHD, and yeah, it's a whole lot of something. It's always asking what spectrum. Do you can find answers this time? It's a whole lot of something. But yeah, so the teacher also said like they also have like every now and then people wanting to have like swimming lessons, even when they are teens or anything. So it's like, yes, it's a valuable skill to have, but it's not like you need to have it now. And I was also saying to my husband, like, it's not that like half of our family and people where we come does have a backyard pool or anything, because then, or ourselves, because that would also make for a much more well needed value to have a swimming lesson, so we are a bit more comfortable with her being in the water and everything. But yeah, it's a whole lot of something. But yeah, so today we are going to go and have her last swimming lesson, because we had just one more like lesson on the card, because we need to buy these little cards for like 5 lessons. They're like around €50, so give or take €10 per swimming lesson. And yeah, we're hopefully not needing to wait too terribly long for her to get into the other swimming lessons. But yeah, that I will tell you as soon as I know more. Because yeah, I haven't called, as I said. Yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer, because she really loves it. And also like in December, her gym class stopped, so she went from like 2 sporting activities in a week to none, like a month later, which is a downside. But yeah, that's the downside of like how her brain works. It's not also easy to have her in like regular sporting events and everything. She needs to have like a guided, maybe even like somewhat instructed, do what you want to do like class. And yeah, there are not many of them. And I do hear my washing machine again, so give me a few seconds. Put these 2 on there, and I'm going to do laundry again. Also, I might make the opportunity to stretch my legs, because I already feel that my feet are falling asleep. So I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And I now hear my air conditioning going on, so hold on. And I'm back again. Whoa. Yeah, I also grabbed a chair so I could sit a little bit more comfy. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, we have an air conditioning unit that can also warm. So we use that in the winter for like main warming, heating, however you want to call it. But yeah, when I'm filming and it goes on, it can be quite annoying. Like also in my year in review video, at times you can hear that thing in the background, and it's at times loud. So yeah, not wanting to have that. So back to what I was saying. Our daughter. So yeah, today she will have her last swimming lesson. Whoop, pull that one out. And yeah, she wasn't too happy with it as well, but yeah, I can't help it. If she holds up the entire group and she's like not moving along, because this is a struggle for like many months by now. Yeah. If she doesn't get over her fear, then it's not going to work. But yeah, hopefully the other group will help her out a bit more. And yeah. She can prove today that she can jump in at the deep end, which is like a meter or so. It's not like deep. She can, I think she can even stand there, but oh well. Yeah, she can prove herself today. And then maybe we continue for a few more weeks, but yeah. Even though the teacher was amazed at the fact that she was regularly swimming like normal swimming. Hey, there's the light again. She did just swim forward perfectly fine, also in the deep end of the big pool. So it was like, yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. But yeah, it's a whole lot of something. And yeah, it really just is an important thing to know. They also, like next school year, they will be going school swimming. So I would very much appreciate it if she can do more then, but yeah. We'll see how everything goes. Excuse me. So yeah, by the time she was done with her swimming lesson, it was basically like getting home, eat, bathe her off, well, shower her son, have them like do nothing for half an hour, and then off to bed they went. So yeah, that's the downside of like the swimming lessons. They were, well, are, because also today they are late. They are like from 5 till 6, and yeah, normally they go to bed at like 7:30 at the latest during school days. So yeah, it's a little bit of a rush, but oh well. That's the only upside of her not going to this swim lesson again. At least we don't need to eat so late and everything during the week. But yeah, I rather had she just was able to keep swimming. But yeah, going to leave it at that. So on Wednesday morning, the usual, dropping the kids off at school, or well, they walk with our neighbor, but making them ready for school. Do my thing in the morning, like a little bit of housework, but I do need to say I have been doing like housework like in the afternoon on Wednesday, just for the fact that it is just nicer for me. So it gives me a little bit more free time in the morning, so I can do like the shorts that I need to do, some other stuff, like some easy relaxing, quietly starting up in the morning. So I have the time and energy to also do like the housework that I need to do, and also take care of the kids in the afternoon to be like a fun parent. Because at the moment, my brain is like a little bit fried. Basically my depression is playing up. So yeah, I have a little bit of a short fuse at the moment. So it's nice that if I have the kids home in the Wednesday afternoon, that I'm just feeling quiet and calm and not being already flustered and annoyed before they even get home. And yeah, I'm just being honest. I rather say just that I'm not feeling the greatest mentally than just keep going and act like everything is fine. Because, yeah, you're a little bit of my talk therapy. So, yeah. But yeah, then Wednesday afternoon. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was thinking like we did something on Wednesday afternoon. What was it again? I remember again. Kids firstly played very sweetly. Thankfully, they are amazing together. Obviously, they still fight and everything. They're still brother and sister. It's not always going the greatest. They're siblings. What sibling does not fight every now and then with their sibling? So that's perfectly fine. But they are also very sweet and playing together and everything. So thankfully, I don't need to play referee like constantly. I more need to look out for them not throwing their stuff around, like breaking it, because they do that way too often. But yeah, at least they can play together nicely. So later on, we needed to go to the doctor's office, like pediatrician checkup, because our daughter, a half year ago, when she actually needed to go for her 6 years appointment, she didn't want to do the hearing test, and her growth was a little behind on what it should be. So they were like, you know what, we want to see you back in half a year anyway, then we will do the hearing test then, because yeah, those few months doesn't matter too terribly much. So yeah, that ended up being last Wednesday. For the fact that she absolutely did not want to go there the last time, she jumped in the chair, was trying to put the headphones on for the hearing test without even being told. Really, that kid is something. And I got one too many. It was this one. But yeah, so she really jumped on the chair. So also the doctor was like, you know what? Let's just begin with that. Everything was fine. She can hear perfectly fine. So yeah. When she doesn't listen, it's just that she doesn't want to listen. Not that she can't. But yeah, I think that's perfectly normal for kids, especially at that age. And at the moment, especially, she especially is like really testing the limits at the moment, like getting her sad. She's like giving answers back, like, or like if you say something like, and I'm like, like seriously, kid, you don't need to have the last word in every sentence. But yeah, trying to keep my calm about it. Can't promise that I don't lose my patience every now and then, but what parent is a perfect saint and never loses their patience? But yeah, every now and then, there is a little bit of not a yelling match, but it goes we're a little bit of a headbutting every now and then, because yeah, I'm pretty sure she has her NLD from me, so I'll also have the same characteristics as my daughter has. So yeah, I think that every now and then that has a little bit of a conflict. But yeah, we'll do our best, can't do more than that. I'm not a perfect parent, and I don't even try to say it. I know I'm anything but. I'll try to settle that with decent. That's good enough. But yeah, so they also checked her length, which was now okay. She's back on her own little curve, well, her own little line. She did make a little dip, but they also said like it's a little of like a moment in time kind of thing. So if she just had a little lag in length, that doesn't always mean that it's bad, but it's just a thing they need to recheck every now and then. But yeah, then they got to her weight, and apparently she lost 300 grams like in the last half year. So yeah, she's now officially underweight, because yeah, she's just 16 kilos now. So yeah, for her 300 grams is a lot. I can lose a few pounds more, well, for few kilos more before I get into trouble. But yeah, for her it's like grams. So we also need to make sure now that she gets a little dessert after eating, that she doesn't eat enough and everything. I also went to the school this morning to like, hey, please write down whatever she eats in school, so we can have like a little bit of like an idea of like what she eats in school, because she was saying yesterday that all she ate in school was an apple. Probably also not entirely because she eats so terribly slow. She got 2 tortilla wraps with apricot jam, and she got a slice of lunch meat. And that was it. She came home, like I gave her like a slice of bread, which she sometimes gets, like or a slice of bread or like something of like a simple treat or whatever she gets. And like not even 5 minutes later, she was saying that she was hungry again. So it was like, what? But yeah, we also need her to eat dinner, so I'm not going to keep feeding her like any like 2 hours she's at home before she needs to eat. So yeah. But oh well. That's something. But yeah, the doctor really wanted to like consult with like other pediatricians they had and other colleagues and everything. Like, does she need to go to a dietitian and everything? And yeah. It's a whole lot of something. And it's getting annoying. Yes, I'm still filming. Good. And then also on Thursday, she had to go to school a little bit later because she had a dentist appointment. She goes to a special kids dentist because, yeah, she is afraid of her own shadow at times. The other times she's afraid of nothing, but oh well. So yeah, they just needed to do like the regular, like basically like a regular checkup. So she gets used to that. The dentist wanted to make some pictures of her molars because she said that she saw last time something in there that she was like, is it like a cavity or not? So she wanted to be sure and just have the pictures taken of it, which we were perfectly fine. We also said our daughter before, like, we'll try to do that and everything. Well, she jumped in the chair. She was all happy. They got the stick with the like annoying little plate in it that you can hold in your mouth. Then this was like directly like, maybe not this thing. I was like, thankfully, because I also hate that thing. So I know she will not like it. And she will also basically be like, nope, not going to happen another time. So yeah, but they had these like little foam kind of things that you can also put in like the little, what is it, like x-ray kind of thing. They had a special screen that we could still keep seated at our places where we sat, so she knew there was someone in the room with her. I can understand that if there are kids that really need to be like reassured by their parents, it even had like a little plastic window in it so you can still see your kid. We were like, yeah, we're keeping seated for as long as possible. If she's fine with it, she's fine with it. So they took the pictures. She did perfectly well. So we were really proud of her. Thankfully, the spaces they thought were like potential cavities weren't cavities, so that was good. But you did see that one of the molars, I believe on both sides, were like a little low in comparison to the rest. Normally they are on one line, but these like stuck a little bit under that. So like it isn't like a direct problem for now, but it was something they needed to keep checking on every now and then, just to make sure that when the time came for the baby tooth to get out there, that it's not going to cause problems, because it can also be that the tooth does not want to come out because it's basically stuck in between two other teeth. So it either maybe needs to be like operated on, or like they need to go to the orthodontist. I believe it's like about the same word. At least some special thing. The same dentist that also does braces and stuff. Oh, that one. But yeah, so that was the thing. She was like, it doesn't have to be a problem, but it can be a problem. My brain was already like, knowing our luck, it will be a problem, but we're just hoping that it doesn't. But yeah, our daughter was a trooper. She was amazing. She was afterwards feeling not the greatest in the car. She was whining about like having a stomach ache and not feeling the greatest. And yeah, I think she just hadn't ate enough, and like the stress of like going to the dentist, and there goes the light again. But like basically like the stress of going to the dentist and everything, and yeah, the whole lot of something. But yeah, when she was at school, it was playing time. Yeah, they had just like 2 more minutes. Oh, dang it. I really fudged this up. I needed to do another row here. At least, let's see. I was already thinking like, hey, this doesn't look good. Yeah, I need another row in between. I now look up for the next row. I'm like, oh no, I see another set that I needed to go do first. Thankfully, this is all the same color, so I can just pile it on there. I did it so carefully, and still I fudged up. Oh well. I need to do this color first. I was already thinking like, hey, this color jumps ahead. Like, what? Yeah, that's when you're looking not good. When you're not looking good. Words. At least I think I am doing it right now. Yes. That color is that one? Yes, it is. Okay, now I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, as I was saying, like the playing time at school, like recess or however you want to call it, was just 2 more minutes. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to go inside so we can also talk to the teacher and also be like with her like weight and stuff, because that was the day before. Like, hey, if there is like full milk stuff, like full fat yogurt or full milk or whatever, like please let them give that to her instead of like half full or like low fat or anything, because yeah, she can use a little bit of extra fat. Because yeah, we don't want her to basically like be skin and bones. She is already thin enough, and yeah, if we can get ahead of things early enough, hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Yeah, so we did that. If all goes well, they had their fruits afterwards, so thankfully she eats that at least. So she also gets some good healthy stuff in. Because our son, the only thing he eats are bananas. And that's about it. Well, cucumbers, if they are. But yeah, there most of the times is not enough to have like cucumbers for every kid. So hopefully he gets like at least something. Every now and then he eats like raw paprika or bell peppers, however you want to call them. Here it's called paprika. So yeah, my kids and eating, it's a whole lot of something. But yeah, I'm so glad that she did so well at the dentist. I do need to say, like, the dentist she has is like amazing. She is like amazing with our daughter. Like, oh, I love how she works with the kid, with our daughter. Like, yeah, it's amazing. So it also felt like our daughter was hurt, like in her fears, but also like guided through. It was like, oh, so wonderful to have somebody basically like understand the situation. They also like the dentist office there like specializes in like fear, but also like in people with disabilities. Some people are so afraid of dentists, which I can understand, obviously. Well, honestly, not obviously, honestly. But they do actually have, like, for the people that are so afraid that are basically untreatable, they have the possibility to basically knock them out. That's why they also have these huge ass doors and spaces and everything, so they can roll in the bed. Because they can basically knock you out there. So that was also nice, like, if it ever gets to a point where she needs a treatment and she is so terribly afraid that they have more options for her. Obviously, I hope that it isn't necessary, but yeah, if it's necessary, at least it's a way to treat her. But yeah, hopefully she will just have everything done perfectly fine, but we will see, we will see. But it felt amazing to feel like you're heard. She also said, like, she had the same issue with her daughters, like, they were perfectly fine weight-wise, and at a certain point, they were, like, almost underweight and everything, so she was like, yeah, I get the struggle, you're trying your best, and it feels like it's still not enough, and I was like, yeah, it feels like that. Like, the past couple of weeks, with how everything is going, it feels like I'm trying my best, I'm not keeping afloat, and nobody understands how you feel. Obviously, there are still people that do understand, because there are people that have, like, similar situations. But yeah, it felt so great to even be heard for just a few seconds and be validated. It's like, it's normal to struggle every now and then. So yeah, that felt kind of good, I need to say. Yeah, the rest of Thursday was just regular, nothing special. Friday was amazing. Well, the morning our son wanted to make a puzzle of 500 pieces, but yes, obviously I want to help him because he's 4. It's not as if 500 pieces is like a really easy puzzle for him, but he really wanted to do that one and not the one of 200 pieces, which I know he can complete. But he was like, every piece he picked up was like, where does this need to go, mommy? Where does this need to go? Where does this need to go? I was like, boy, look what you're doing. And you know how you need to do it. Because he has always been amazing at puzzling. So I'm like, I know you can do it. I know you can look like, where does something need to go? Like, get a recognition point and see what's on there. Yes, the puzzle pieces were kind of small, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that you don't know how it works. So it was kind of annoying. At a certain point, I was like, yeah, we have like placed maybe 100, 200 pieces, and like most of it are placed by me. You place like 5 pieces like in the middle. Because you're just like not paying attention to what you're doing, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to make sure my own brain is braining and not being too overly fried. I was like, you know what, I'm going to take this puzzle away, and yeah, then you're just not going to puzzle, because the week before he also wanted to make a puzzle, and that was just 100 pieces, which he made like a dozen times, if well, probably more, but he made it like a lot of times before, and he just wasn't able to finish it. He was like, I can't do this, help. And I was like, at a certain point I looked, it was like, he needed 6 pieces. I was like, if you look what you're doing, you know where they go. And he fussed about it for like half an hour. I was like, yeah, not going to happen. I'm just going to take it away, because you made this puzzle more than once and very fast, because he has made it in like a few seconds almost. That's a little bit of a stretch, but you know what I mean. So I was like, yeah, no, this is not going to happen. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to fuss with you about it. I'm just going to take it away. Simple as that. And yeah, he was not too terribly excited about it, but I didn't give a rat's behind, to be quite honest. I'm not here to be the most nice and sweet person. I'm his mom. I need to be tough at certain points, because he needs to do it himself. He apparently also was kind of living in his own bubble the last week, so that doesn't work as well. So need to count quickly. I need to grab something because I somewhere fudged up again. Let's see. Oh, that's that one. I just didn't get enough of that color. Okay. That's good. That's an easy fix. I grabbed 9 instead of 10. That's an easy fix. Don't need to look like what color do I need and where did I fudge up and everything. But yeah, so when we went to pick up our daughter from school, thankfully he was behaving, at least somewhat, because he can be a pain in the behind at times, but that's what kids are for. They are there to push you to your limit and test your nerves and see if they are still there. But yeah, the kids played really nicely. They were really sweet. Like basically like the entire weekend, they were like amazing. They played really nice on Friday, so my husband and I were able to work some in the basement. I actually wanted to do the attic first, but yeah, with me also still having the migraines, I was glad that at least something was happening. So most of the weekend, well, not most of the weekend, but a few hours on the days in the weekend, we have been organizing, like putting stuff in bins and moving stuff from left to right so we can at least have a little bit of walking space. So that's amazing. Also on Friday, I sold some of the old toys from the kids from when they were toddlers. So they are way too big for that by now. So I sold some of that. So thankfully that's all gone. That saved me like 2 big bins of stuff. So everything can go on one stack again. So I do need to figure everything out. Like, is there certain stuff that I can put together so I can make some more space, but at the same time, like it's in bins, it's safe. But I also found some stuff that needs to be placed on like Marktplaats is the site, it's like marketplace, to have some space and everything. But yeah, the kids were really sweet. We also went to go shopping on Saturday because they are slowly growing into like a bigger size of clothing. And yeah, it's now sale on a lot of places, so we wanted to take advantage of that, because why would I pay full price if I can pay like not even half of it? That's just me being realistic. If I can save the money, I will. Hey, I'm Dutch. We are frugal. Not always. I do spend enough money on a lot of things, because husband and I both had like a little bit of a shopping spree this weekend. He got some new stuff for like his smart home stuff, like like his favorite brand Akara came out with new lamps, so he had a few he wanted to test with, and because like he has now the Wi-Fi lamps, Wi-Fi as we would say it here, and they are a struggle at many times, so he wanted to have some other lamps like for a long time. As soon as Akara announced that they were having them, he was like, oh yay. He was happy. They now apparently came out, at least on Amazon. So yeah, he really wanted to have them. And I needed to have a lot of resin stuff, like molds and everything, because basically I need to make haste and make the thank you teacher end of the year stuff. Also find out that our son will have another teacher as well, like 3 days a week, I believe, in the morning. There is a teacher. I think she was an intern last year, but I'm not entirely sure. But at least she had maternity leave and she is now back. And she is, at least as far as I understood, like doing like the smallest group of kids in the morning 3 times a week. So it's like, okay, need to ask, like, is she still an intern or is she like a fully fledged teacher by now? Because yeah, I am making the interns like a coaster set with like a rack they can put in. Like, if I do know a little bit about them, then I will be customizing them, because one of the teachers that our daughter has, I know, is like, he reschooled himself. He worked in like building earlier, so I also got some miniatures with like tools and stuff. I'm not entirely sure what he did before, so if it's even like applicable to him, but I hope he like gets the gesture. At least I know one of them was in like the in our daughter's class. We got like a little bit of like a get to know me, like where they told a little bit about them. And as far as I understood, she has like a cat or cats. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm trying to make something with like a cat in that. So I'm going to do that. But for the teachers, the actual teachers, I'm also doing something for like the class. So our daughter's teachers, she has 2. One works 3 days a week and the other 2. And yeah, so they will be getting a plate with like numbers from 1 to 100. And our son's class will have like these little puzzle pieces with like the alphabet and numbers on them. So they can use them for that. They will be having like probably like 3 alphabet sets and like 2 or 3 number sets per teacher. Again, he has 2 teachers, also like one working 3 times a week, one working 2 days a week. So yeah. Oh, come on. My needle was bouncing around. But yeah, so I have like a lot to do in that way. And yeah, now he has another teacher. Like the teachers of our son will also have like a little storage bin, probably like being like gold, with like you're a golden teacher or something like it. I will make that. I will probably store like some of them in, but like being like, hey, a little bit's for you, it's a little bit for the class. And our daughter's teacher will have like probably like a little tray like this big, I think. Maybe for like putting some coffee and something on there, or like a little bit of a knick-knack tray, or whatever. They need to decide that for themselves. If they don't like it, well, they don't like it. Tough luck. I'm not offended by it. I know the things that I like. Not everybody likes that. But hey, it's the thought that counts. Let's say it like that. But yeah, so that's basically why I have spent too much money on AliExpress. I also still need to figure out something with like my short stuff, because that's also what I'm looking around for. I have 2 companies in mind. And yeah, they were both a little bit like, I don't know. One of them had like a buy so many, get so many free sale, and they should have had like, I believe 6% extra, and then like tax reducing something, but the discount code that it said it should have wasn't applicable on the stuff that I had, so it was like, hey. Yeah, the other side I have a code for, and it's also still like, hey, the things are like €2 each more expensive, and they only have like a buy 5, get the 6th one free, I believe, but it's not stackable. And yeah, it's a whole lot of something, so I need to figure out that. Oh boy. And I also made a little boo-boo with my stash video. In case you have not seen it, it's like, I do need to see it. It's like really, really watched like really well. I have a feeling that people love to see stash videos even more than year-end reviews. Need to say I like them myself as well, but but yeah, when I was scheduling, I am so used to, like, when I have a calendar, like the first day of the week is a Monday, which normally my videos go up. But the calendar that YouTube uses starts on Sunday. So yeah, I've had this happen before, but most of the times I catch it before because I write down what I scheduled for when. But yeah, apparently I didn't do it this week, so yeah, I made a little bit of a boo-boo. But oh well. No worries, no worries. I will get there. Every now and then a video will just be going up on Sunday instead of on Monday. Oh well, no rush there. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. I think I'm filming for long enough. Yes, it's still 50 minutes. I think that's like a little bit of like my average. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. So I can also do some stuff in around the house. Need to also think about my next Monday video. So yeah, I have a lot to do still. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever applies. If you liked the video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun YouTubey stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!